And here are a few business ideas I think would be great for 2024. So I divided it by number of hours per week needed. So what I think is the best for number of hours and probability of success. No promises again, if this is a skill, if this is a business, this is all depends on action, on your choices. But I think that the best one is curated niche newsletter written by AI. Of course, I am biased because I have app for this, but I have app for this because of this. Exactly, right? So let's go hands to hand. Why I think that? So right now I am publishing this newsletter. I built it from zero, just using social posts, mostly on Facebook, and also you saw a few of those on TikTok. From zero, I don't know how much, from 300, I think. Let me show you how I grew it because it is relevant to what we talk right now. Beehive, this is my Beehive account. Let me see. I think last time I had like 300 something. Oh, I have 800, guys. So guys, you see, so this is my completely new newsletter, which I started from zero, just a bit over a month ago. It was zero right there. I make a public post on my Facebook profile. I make video from zero. This is my April Advice newsletter on Beehive, so it grew to 828. As you see, it's growing pretty consistently, slowly but consistently. This is zero ads, super organic, right? But the point I want to make here for what we are talking about right now is that it takes me about half an hour with everything, using my app, with everything, with including getting to the platform, formatting it, writing it in the app, of course, sending it, preparing, doing everything, right? So with AI, it takes me half an hour to make curated niche newsletter with AI. I'm using, of course, a newsletter Lynchping AI, my own app, but with ChatGPT, we longer probably because you need to prompt, so probably maybe an hour, maybe an hour, half and a half per issue, right, so to speak. So if I am doing every day, I try to do every day, but I'm slacking sometimes. So let me see how a post we have. So we have post. See, today is 28, and because of Christmas, I didn't do work. It's 28, so I didn't publish any for 5 days. Even have this half an hour, I took a break, right? But it's 23rd, 19, December 16, 15, 13, 12. So you see, I'm not doing every day, I'm doing every few days, depending how I feel, I have time. But the point right here is for this year business, it takes half an hour to make an issue, right? So even if I publish it every day, 7 days per week, right? Seven times half is 3.5. So would take me 3.5 hours per week to have issue every day and promote, right? And growing my newsletters, I can promote things to my newsletter like affiliate links. Later on, I can have ads. I started, but this is what I think is great, especially with AI. And this is where things are going, right? This is where things are going. I have seen even marketers posting on Facebook, marketers I'm friends with, top marketers. They try to hire people to write newsletters for them because they don't want to themselves, because they know that now newsletters and content is so important for email deliverability and also audience engagement. So when you have outward engagement, you can send them to different things, right? You can send them to, uh, but you can also send them to different newsletters. If you have like a general newsletters talking about politics, for example, right? And so whenever side you are on, doesn't matter, talk about politics with people politics on this side, but those people also have health needs, right? They have relationship needs, they have wealth needs. So you can have a sub newsletters and send some of those people with your own kind of embedded micro ads or micro call to actions to other newsletters. And in this moment, you have the same person on 4 different newsletters. You can sell ad space and to 4 different newsletters, right? So kind of like a snowball effect when you think about it that way. By the way, guys, I am having the 5 days profitable newsletter challenge on January 15. If you follow me, you can find it on my profile to go there and essentially get of the challenge. It's 5 days challenge, 1 hour per day for the free challenge live, where we of course like the usual VIP with question, extra training, and the recordings, right? It's just paid. Another one, medium. Medium number of hours per week. So productized services. And what I mean by productized services, I mean like an agency but not doing everything, and also not being paid by an hour. I mean paid monthly, for example, by the service you provide. Example, maybe writing newsletters for local businesses, right? What I'm seeing other top newsletters networks, so to speak, was newsletter owners networks I'm part of. They, I'm not doing it, but people are saying that they are running newsletter for local businesses for $1,000 per month. So they essentially have like chiropractors. They are writing for chiropractors and charging them $1,000 per month, like a productized service, right? So it's medium number of hours per week because you need to write it. But if you have more chiropractors, not one or two, you can reuse this content. So this is where you have this. First of all, you have this leverage because you write it once and use for many chiropractors, for example. So one focus. Auto is productized because you're not paid per hour you work on it. You paid monthly for the service you deliver, right? So this is kind of medium amount of hours. You still have to deliver the content. If you do it daily, you maybe need to spend entire day, maybe 2 days to create content for 30 days. But then you can sell it to one, two more people on the same niche. This is kind of thing for newsletters. You can do the same with running social media, for example, right? And other stuff. And so this is one of opportunities. Second opportunity is faceless YouTube channel with AI, with AI generating everything, script, voiceover, and video clips. There is now technology which allows you finally, including like pretty natural hands movement, or as long as not above the head, hands movement must be below the head for AI, like this will not work. But what's important, you can now do it completely with AI. And if you watch my training for ChatGPT, creating bulk content for those 10.5 second shorts, with my training when ChatGPT produce this CSV file, you can use the same process for your faceless YouTube video, just take it further. Instead of having those like animated quote with template from Canva I gave you, it could be essentially exporting the same script to like HeyZap or other app with making those face videos, having a nice avatar, essentially saying those words instead of having text on the screen. There's so much possible now with special effects even. Runway AI is doing very well. We talk about maybe on other things. But right now, this is medium number of hours for me. It's not small number of hours because you have many steps, right? You have steps to write a script. You have to generate it. You have to have a voiceovers done, video clips, post, and so this year I'm not sure if I get to it, but I will try to cut this process so it can be more automated, so we can go jump to this low number of hours. But right now, I would say it is medium number of hours. No matter what I will say right now, it's not a problem with creating content. It's problem with those organization coming up with things like just those like chores which you are doing between those things. This is what most times there. And then a final of those is custom number of hours per week. I didn't want to say big number of hours because depends on how you want to run it. It is custom number of hours per week, which is, for example, AI automation agency, helping businesses integrate AI technology into their business. And now they're talking about custom number of hours. It depends on delivery, really on productization as well. Why? If you, for example, want to deliver on the bots, right? You deliver bots for generating leads. It's pretty narrow focus, right? If you just do one thing, you create all the processes, all the flows, everything once, and then you just customize for the next customers, and you charge them monthly, right? So it is kind of like a medium number of hours. At the beginning is a lot of time, but then it's a small number of hours, right? Then depends how you sell it, right? If you're selling using automation, it takes less time. If you're selling using customer calls for bigger jobs, like integrating the entire CRM system, for example, then it's big number of hours. So you can use it for like freelancer, like on the side hustle, but also it can be full-time business for one person, and it can be even full-time agency with some contractors, depending how you run it. This is why it's custom number of hours here. AI automation consulting, I also call it custom number of hours because you decide how much you want to work. we talk about it. I will plan to have a certification program for this, separate one, to build nice with testing, so it will be like real one, not like a fake one, which really people who are getting out of the program will have this knowledge. So I would say brand of the certification program will grow, right? So in this case, it will be how much you want to work with customers. You have one customer is less, right? You have more, depending how much money you want to make. Of course, depending, you need to get those customers first, obviously, right? But if you can get customers, and right now it is still blue ocean because there are many more people they want it than people can deliver. So right now is a good moment to be this AI automation consultant. So it will depend on you how much you want to spend time of working with clients, how much of selling, and all of this kind of stuff. So this is actually good for next year. So this is for those main ones for the next year. So it's newsletters, SEO as for our people in Medium, productized services, which is part of, could be also newsletters, Facebook, Facebook standards and so on, channel and so on, custom numbers, AI automation agency. I may actually make separate course, a separate challenge, kind of maybe end of the first quarter, maybe during first quarter. I try to do it next year, but I decided to not do it last year because there were so big changes. For example, this AI assistant, which came out from ChatGPT, was complete game changer. So because what I will be teaching about the bots would be completely different before and after, right? So because of those changes, I decided to redesign this challenge and probably get to it, I hope in March. This is my plan for AI Automation Agency challenge. Maybe sooner we'll see. But I will teach part of it as a part of AI probably in the platinum level because we don't have time for so much in this gold level, right? This new one which is coming up, right? Extra ideas, which I think this one extra idea actually, because I don't recommend those below. So this extra idea is kind of a lot of time at the beginning, a lot of thinking, and it can be like blow up super big, or can be nothing, or can be small as well, right? But essentially, create an IE influencer. I think right now the tools get to the point that you are able to create AI influencers. We have seen a few of them already blowing up, like complete influencers from zero stop. Some of them disclose it, which is nice, some don't, but it's happening, right? It's happening right now. There are a few of them. I think this blue ocean market. The tools are getting better, and better. So it will be easier on the tech side. But right, I think it's very difficult, say, hustle mostly about technology because of technology. Also time consuming later on because you need to pause it and so on. But I think it is mostly about this, getting this all right so you can keep going with your influence and be consistent with visual mostly, right? So I think it is possible today. I think this extra bonus idea, so to speak, for the next year, I think is difficult side hustle right now, right? But also I think it's highest earning potential in a sense of time freedom if you blow up. But it's big if, yes, and this work involved, of course. And here I suggest not to focus your energy on, right? So, hold on. I suggest not to focus energy as a service. What I mean, if you service is below, right? If you want to deliver the service, which can be very easily automatized with AI without any processes, like one go AIization, so AIization, so to speak, right? So if you can prompt it and get the result, or can prompt it or 2-3 prompts and get the results, this is not what you want to be doing because on the surface it's so easy, so you want to get into it, but because it's so easy, right? And AI will make it so easy, it's already becoming very competitive, right? Very competitive. Everybody can do it. So there's it's low paid stuff, right? You will not be able to make money. For example, photo colorization used to be very good side hustle, like for freelancer, right? Used to be very good side hustle before AI. Right now, AI, I would say, killed it, right? Because it's so easy to make a photo colorization with AI. Still, right now, I saw some listings which are good priced, but I think will be changing. I think it will be very cheap service, and we'll get to the point where we will know freelancer. It's not there yet, but essentially will be services like SaaS services consumer will go to website, just upload the black and white photos, and they will get the photos colorized without any human involved. It will happen. Maybe not this year, maybe next year, but it will happen. So doing this, it makes no sense. Captioning videos. It used to be very intense, very popular service on Fiverr. I use actually this service in the past for my own videos to have those subtitles, right? Those captions. Use it. I'm not using it all for like a year, maybe 1.5, because AI is doing it, right? I'm using Descript, doing pretty well, even with my accent. There are still errors because of my accent probably, but they are not that hard to fix. So my VA is fixing those captions when I'm posting them, right? But by the way, for TikTok, I don't really care if there is a different word. Nobody cares really. So I'm not doing it for the TikToks, but for those videos for our trainings, when I'm adding captions, they are cleaned by VA when this doesn't work. But for great English, there's no need for human captioning anywhere. Maybe for cleaning at the end, but this is not what you want to do, right? Also, this one was very big, and still is to a degree on like a fashion industry, but it is going away slowly. Remove a background from product photos or add them to different backgrounds using AI. Right now, Runway is doing it perfectly almost. Runway AI, right? Or other AI. Now also is Photoshop AI is doing it. So soon, as any graphic app will have it. So it's no longer the task for freelancer and it will go away. And also, I don't stress this anymore. Social media graphic. Design social media graphic, how much design is required if you have Midjourney or you have DALL-E 3 in ChatGPT, right? And other Stable Diffusion, for example, and other AI graphic apps. It does not make no sense. You want to use it for your own ads, you want to use it for your own for your own stuff, but it really doesn't make sense to make it a freelancer because there's so much competition. Everybody can do it. It's just like peanuts. Unless you are living in a low income country, when $2, $3 is not a lot for you, so maybe then it makes sense. But unless this is the case, I suggest not to do it. It's fine. Not because before I talk about AI panels. Final note: if you are not using AI and learn how to use more AI apps, you will you will fall behind those who do. I was talking about it before, but now is more than ever, more than ever, that you really need to know this AI. There's no going back. You may not like it. My daughter, for example, she doesn't like AI, but she understands AI is needed, right? Because she cannot compete with people using AI. Nobody can compete with people using AI if they are not using AI and there is any good AI. So AI is not like something nice. Now it's still giving you advantage because not so many people are using it. So you want to use it as a competitive advantage with other people who has used it. But in a year, maybe 2 years max, most of businesses will use it. It will not be advantage anymore. You will just require thing to know, and we just difference how good you are in AI and maybe how good AI you use is. This would be very important, and how good processes, flow, automation also outside of AI would be. If you're using the platforms which has AI built in for your other business parts, like funnels, ads, maybe posting, whatever, right? So all will become integrated with AI kind of in all those small bits, parts, and everywhere. This is what will happen, and this is what will happen this year, started happening this year with AI automation agency, but it's like a baby now. It will grow fast. It will grow fast in a year, 2, 5 years from now. Come on, I'm really worried for people who are not using AI.